Hello, my name is Mrs. Kane and I am Director of the E-Baccalaureate Suite, which encompasses history, geography, French and Spanish. I currently teach history at A level and I am one of 3 teachers who will be teaching the offer of A-level history if you decide to come to CTK6 and spend your next 2 years with us. So I teach Italy from 1911 to 1949, which involves looking at liberal Italy. It looks at the development of fascism under a character called Benito Mussolini. We've often heard of Hitler, but he is one of the sort of overshadowed characters within history. We look at how he takes Italy after the First World War into a period of economic stability. And we look at how he then, in the 1930s, decides that he's going to ally with Adolf Hitler in the Axis, and then therefore, as we know, the Second World War, he takes Italy into the war with Hitler and unfortunately brings Italy's demise, and as a result of it, Mussolini ends up dying and the country goes back into the problems that it had in 1911. The second subject is taught by Mrs. Kehoe, and that is looking at the development of Germany from 1918 to 1990. So we start at the end of the First World War and we look at the repercussions of the First World War for Germany as a country. And that namely is looking at social deprivation, economic deprivation, and the simple fact that Germany now does not have a leader, which was formerly the Kaiser. It is now entering a period of democracy, which for Germany is something that is anathema to them, is alien to them, because it's not something they've experienced. And as a result of it, they do struggle with implementing democracy. And that then leads on to the rise of Hitler. We look at Hitler in the 1930s, his foreign policy. We look at his foreign policy in relation to immigration. And we also look at his policy in relation to racial stereotyping, and namely the Holocaust. So after we study the Holocaust, we look at how Germany rebuilds itself to becoming the most successful and most peaceful nation in post-war era. And we look really with 1990 being the unification of the country. Then the final exam paper is looking at warfare, and that is taught by Mr. Lawson. And that's looking at 4 key conflicts: French Napoleonic Wars, the South African campaign, the Boer War, the First World War, and then looking at the Crimean War. So how will you be assessed? There are 3 exam papers, which will be a mixture of source analysis, extract analysis and essays. And then the final component, worth 20%, is looking at coursework. And we have chosen the topic Russia in Revolution. So if you're passionate about history and you want to pursue it further, then you can take it as a degree, and it can lead to a number of prospects. If you're like me and you love your subject, you can become a teacher, you can become a lecturer, but it can also take you into the field of journalism. It can even take you into politics. There have been a number of prime ministers in this country who have actually studied history at degree level.